Hi, my name's Ingemar Hunnings. I'm the principal consultant at Hunnings Consultancy, a consultancy to help law firms with all the sort of aspects related to the running of their business. So we do a lot of compliance work, and today I wanted to talk about the Independent AML Audit that we provide as a service. So the SRA is very keen for firms to carry out an independent AML audit. The purpose of this is to ensure that staff are actually working in accordance with the firm's policies and procedures to do with AML. So that's also POCA as well. And so they can have this process done by someone within the firm who's not the MLRO or MLCO. But many firms choose to have this done externally. They could ask another law firm, but for fairly obvious reasons, often they don't. And we do provide a service carrying this out. The SRA would like firms to carry this out every year or at least every 2 years when we are helping firms through AML audits carried out by the SRA. It's one of the things that the SRA does look into is, when did you last have this carried out? What were the outcomes? Can we see the report, please? And so just wanted to talk a little bit about what we do and how we do it and such like. So this is recorded in January 2025. So obviously this is as of the situation at that point in time. So if I share my screen and go to our website. So this is our website, Hunnings Consultancy, and click on services, compliance services. So compliance services, we've got lots of things we help with, including the independent AML audit. So it sets out on here what's going on, what we'll do. We'll do an interview with the MLCO and MLRO if they are not the same person. And then each individual, a review of all the AML policies, procedures, and controls, review a number of sample files if required, usually is, interview some staff members, particularly where their files have been reviewed, and then the writing of a report and a follow-up. Normally this is done remotely, and the pricing that's showing on screen is if it's done remotely. If, however, you want us to go in on site or it's involving multiple offices, then it's going to involve some different pricing. So just bringing up onto screen then the process here. This is a document that we would send out to you, so you can see that on the screen. But once the order is signed by you, we'll invoice the first half of the fees. Once paid, we'll instruct internal consultant who specializes in this particular area to contact you, and they'll schedule in the audit and explain what's required. We could have an initial preliminary chat between you and them, but it's fairly straightforward, I think. So they'll send you a form Part A to complete with giving them the information they need and the documents that they need to go through in preparation for the audit. Any interviews are then scheduled in and scheduled on the actual day. Interviews online normally, could be in person, but watch the pricing on that. With feedback of the MLRO and MLCO, if a different person, file reviews, interview the staff, and then the delivery of a written report. We'll invoice the second half of the charges and follow up to check that actions have been taken. So I referred to the report. So this is just a sample that I have. So I'll just go through it just so you can see it's a fairly substantial report. So traffic lighting in there, referencing across to various different reference points here. Table of contents is fairly explanatory. And so you can see then it goes through drawing up various different things that should be covered. And we will make sure that this is updated for changes in the legislation and such like. So that's just taking you through the process of an independent AML audit. We shorten that to IAA for obvious reasons. We do something similar for sanctions compliance, but it's the independent AML audit and AML that captures most people's attention. So if you are interested in that, then please contact me. Again, if I just share my screen, well, it's Ingemar at hunningsconsultancy.co.uk. We go back to the website. you will see that we have a form that you can fill in as well. Wherever that form has gone, there it is. And you've also got my email address there. You can call, probably best if you fill in the form, however, and such like, and then we can get that in touch with you. So we have firms who come back to us every couple of years to do these independent AML audits again and again. So yeah, and because we're helping firms through the AML, the SRA AML audits, we're fairly much in touch with what the SRA is looking for with regard to these. We also do help firms with revising their AML documentation, the practice-wide risk assessment, the proliferation and finance risk assessment, and such like. We can give AML training, sanctions training, and such like. So I hope that's of help. And yeah, hopefully look forward to seeing you. Thank you. Bye-bye.